the story does not begin in space. It begins with a mystery on Earth. In the early 1960s, scientists believed the universe was mostly calm. Stars burned quietly, galaxies moved slowly, and nothing suggested extreme violence on a cosmic scale. According to known physics, there was no natural process capable of releasing enormous amounts of energy continuously. Then the data arrived. Strange signals, powerful bursts of X-rays, were being detected from deep space. These signals were far stronger than anything normal stars could produce. Something invisible was releasing energy on an unimaginable scale. In 1964, NASA launched a small rocket equipped with X-ray detectors. The mission was not designed to discover black holes. It was simply meant to study X-rays from the sun. But when scientists analyzed the data, they noticed something shocking. The strongest X-ray source was not the sun. It was coming from a distant region of space, in the constellation Cygnus. This mysterious source was named Cygnus X-1. At first, scientists suspected faulty instruments, but repeated observations confirmed the signal was real, and it was incredibly powerful. NASA and ground-based observatories began observing Cygnus X-1 more closely. What they found made no sense at first. A massive blue star was visible in that region, but it was moving in a strange way. The star was wobbling, as if orbiting something heavy, yet nothing could be seen. Even more puzzling, the star was losing material. Gas was being pulled away from its surface and spiraling into an unseen object. As the gas fell inward, it heated up to millions of degrees and began emitting intense X-rays. The center of this system remained completely dark. NASA realized they were not observing the object itself. They were watching its effects. This strange behavior matched predictions made decades earlier. In 1915, Albert Einstein introduced general relativity, showing that gravity bends space and time. His equations allowed for objects so dense that space-time collapses inward endlessly. A year later, Carl Schwarzschild described a boundary where escape becomes impossible. The event horizon. Einstein himself believed such objects would never exist in nature. But in 1939, physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer proved that massive stars, once their fuel is exhausted, must collapse under gravity with no known force able to stop them. What Oppenheimer predicted matched exactly what NASA was seeing. NASA scientists began calculating the mass of the invisible object in Cygnus X-1 by studying the motion of the visible star. The result was astonishing. The unseen object was more than 15 times the mass of the Sun. This immediately ruled out known possibilities. A white dwarf could not be that massive. A neutron star would collapse under such weight. Only one explanation remained: a black hole. Still, scientists were cautious. Declaring the first real black hole required undeniable proof. NASA continued observing. In the early 1970s, NASA's Uhuru X-ray Observatory detected a crucial detail. The X-ray brightness from Cygnus X-1 was changing extremely fast, flickering in milliseconds. Such rapid changes meant the emitting region had to be very small, smaller than a neutron star. Unlike neutron stars, which have solid surfaces, this object showed no surface at all. Matter did not crash into it. It vanished, crossing a point of no return, the event horizon. At that moment, astronomy changed forever. For the first time in history, there was real observational evidence of a black hole. NASA's discovery revealed something even more disturbing. Black holes were not rare, they were common. As NASA studied other galaxies, it found that nearly every galaxy contained a supermassive black hole at its center, millions or billions of times more massive than the Sun. At the center of our own Milky Way, stars were seen orbiting an invisible object at incredible speeds. NASA identified it as Sagittarius A. Once again, the black hole could not be seen, but its gravity controlled everything around it. Despite popular belief, black holes are not cosmic vacuum cleaners. From a distance, they behave like any other massive object. The danger begins only when something gets too close. Near the event horizon, space and time themselves break down. Once crossed, there is no escape. NASA continued its exploration with more advanced instruments. The Chandra X-ray Observatory revealed violent environments around black holes. The Hubble Space Telescope tracked stars orbiting invisible centers. The James Webb Space Telescope exposed dust and gas, heated by unseen gravity. NASA even converted pressure waves from black hole regions into sound. The universe was not silent. It was active, violent, alive. In 2019, using a global network of telescopes supported by NASA data, scientists released the first image of a black hole. Not the black hole itself, but the shadow it casts. A glowing ring of matter surrounding complete darkness. Final proof. Black holes are no longer theoretical ideas. They shape galaxies. They control star formation. They push physics to its limits. Somewhere in the universe right now, a massive star has run out of fuel. Gravity is winning. Space and time are collapsing inward. A black hole is being born. And because of NASA, we know it is real. Infinite cosmos.